War often begins with a promise of victory. We hear about borders, armies, weapons, and the enemy, but what we rarely see is the price that comes after the fighting begins. Because when a war starts, it doesn't only destroy soldiers, it destroys ordinary lives. A single explosion can turn a home into rubble. A school can become an empty building. A hospital can stop functioning when people need it the most. And behind every destroyed building, there's a human story. A family that lost its home, a child who lost a parent, or someone who suddenly has nowhere to go. Then comes displacement. Millions of people can be forced to leave everything they have ever known. They leave behind their homes, their jobs, their schools, and sometimes even members of their own families. They may spend years living as refugees, waiting for a chance to return to a place that may no longer look like home. But war doesn't only destroy what we can see. It can leave invisible wounds that remain for years. A child who grows up hearing explosions may continue to live with fear long after the fighting has stopped. A parent who loses a child may carry that pain for the rest of their life. And a generation that grows up surrounded by violence can lose something that can never be rebuilt with money, the feeling of safety.
Then there is the economic cost. Wars consume enormous amounts of money. Businesses close, jobs disappear, prices rise, and governments spend billions on weapons and military operations instead of education, healthcare, and development. Even after the fighting ends, rebuilding cities, roads, schools, and hospitals can take decades. And the damage can reach the environment too. Buildings collapse, farmland can become unusable, water sources can be contaminated, forests can be destroyed, and unexploded weapons can remain dangerous long after the soldiers have gone. That is the real cost of war. It is not simply measured by territory gained or battles won. It is measured in homes that disappeared, families that were separated, children who lost their childhood, economies that collapsed, and futures that were never given a chance. A war may end when the weapons become silent, but for the people who lived through it, the war can continue inside their memories for generations.